So we have a lot of information to go over because I've been slacking binge watching The Flash for my retrospective series that I'm going to be doing on that. Be on the lookout for that. They will be coming soon, season by season. Anyhow, today we're going to be talking about the timeline of Marvel Spider-Man 2 and as well some speculation regarding something Insomniac creative director for Marvel Spider-Man 2, aka Brian Intihar, said on stage at Summer Game Fest presentation as well. Before we get into today's video, do you enjoy watching Spider-Man content on YouTube? If so, you found the perfect channel to join. For an affordable price of only $2 a month, you can get exclusive access to priority reply to comments, these cool custom badges I made myself, as well as some Spider-Man emojis. But wait, there's more! And lastly, you can get early access to content. If any of that sounds interesting, what are you waiting for? Join today. Thank you for your time. Back to your regularly scheduled content. So first, let's talk about the confirmed time Marvel Spider-Man 2 takes place, then we can talk about the presentation speculation. I'm getting this from the Direct article, and it says, in an interview with Press Start, Brian Intihar was asked about when the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man 2 will take place. On the timeline, in accordance with Miles Morales' game, Intihar then went on to reveal that Spider-Man 2 will take place about 10 months after the events of Miles Morales. And he also teases how Peter and Miles are a great team at this point in the story. The quote from him, he says, "It's about 10 months after the events of Miles Morales, so Miles has kind of gone through his journey to understand what kind of Spider-Man he wants to be, and him and Peter are a great team." And that's kind of where we kick things off at the beginning of this game. So you and I likely figured that there would be a time jump from Miles' solo game to this upcoming sequel to the original Marvel Spider-Man. I think some people may have the timeline confused because in the beginning of that reveal we got at the PlayStation Showcase, it said 6 months later. So here's kind of what I think the timeline is like. So Miles Morales happens, right? Then 4 months go by after Miles Morales. Then we get the Kraven trailer. What the fuck? Kraven trailer. There we go. Holy shit. Then it's 6 months later when Marvel Spider-Man 2 takes place, adding up to 10 months later, if that makes sense to you. I think that's the timeline of the universe so far. Let me know if you think otherwise or if I'm wrong in the comments below. With all that being said, that 10 months has given enough time for a lot of different moving elements in this universe for the story in Marvel Spider-Man 2 to take place. For instance, Miles likely going to be starting college or graduating high school or just looking at colleges and stuff like that. I don't exactly recall, but in the prequel comic for this game, Miles was figuring out what school and what major he wanted to do. I think he decided he was going to do a music tech major, I'm pretty sure at ESU, which is also where Peter went to for college. Speaking of Peter, this also gives enough time for Pete to move into Aunt May's house and try and set that up so he can start maintaining it, paying for it or whatever, etc. I think during the prequel comic he's renovating the house. I don't know when exactly that comic takes place between Miles and Spider-Man 2, but it'll be interesting to see Peter being a homeowner and trying to situate that and maintain it while also trying to hold a job and be Spider-Man at the same time. This 10-month time gap also explains how far MJ will have gotten in her journalism career, also as well how she got her first book published. Not only that, but it sets up how Jameson has reclaimed the Daily Bugle instead of his Just the Facts podcast. I think this 10-month time span makes sense and is realistic for all of these events to happen within, and this kind of just sets up all the moving parts and the story elements for the story in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So now let's talk about something Brian Intihar mentioned at Summer Game Fest. At Summer Game Fest is where we got our first concept art for the game, revealing Kraven fighting Miles and Peter, as well as Kraven's henchmen and women. We also got our first look at Venom there as well, and the confirmation of Eddie not being Venom. With that, we're going to go over a specific part of that clip I think some people may have overlooked, and this is just pure speculation on my part, who knows. But the way Brian replied was interesting to say the least, so let's play the clip and talk about it.
Him and how he
So
factors it.
Kraven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt. And what's better than all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
And others, ...
Yes, yes. Peter, Miles, and others.
And others, ...
Yes.
So he says Kraven's hunting Pete and Miles and others, ... Now obviously by others, one of them is the lizard because, you know, that was revealed in the trailer, or not trailer, the gameplay reveal. But that could also mean other Marvel characters. Maybe Kraven could possibly be hunting Wraith, Venom, other Marvel heroes like possibly Wolverine if those two games are in the same connected universe, that is. Which we still don't actually know if Wolverine and Spider-Man are connected in the same universe. I feel like it's likely, and like why wouldn't they do that? Plus also, if I can find it, there have been hints of them being connected in the same universe because the Spider-Man PS4 universe is Earth 1048 and that number was also in the Wolverine trailer, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Again, if I could find it, I'll throw it up on the screen somewhere over here. But yeah, I wonder who these other people he will be hunting are besides Lizard, because we know that already. So what do you think of the timeline confirmation and as well who the others ... that Kraven could be gunning for in Marvel Spider-Man 2? Make sure to comment your opinion down below so I can discuss all of that with you in the comment section. Thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you are new to the channel, I cover Spider-Man related scoops, rumors, leaks, confirmations for the games, movies, TV shows, and I try to upload as much as I can. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. If you want more of this type of content, leave a like on the video. Don't forget to check out my latest video on the left if you haven't already. I hope you have had a good day and that you enjoyed the video. Until next time.